In this video, I'm going to talk about the whole situation of Andrew Tate getting banned, what it means, and what we can do to help him. Also, I apologize if there's noise in the background, if there's the noise of trees is going crazy. If there isn't the camera, I'm outside right now, and I just decided to just record this video for a short time. I think we all, at some sense, know the reason why Andrew Tate got banned. It's specifically because they don't want us to get smarter, they don't want us to become better. And when I say they, I think we also know who we're talking about. The huge corporations, the people at the upper echelons, they don't want us to understand the matrix. They don't want us to understand the truth. And the Tates are bringing very specific truth back, and they're afraid if we understand most of it, we might just change our life and their business might fall. That is particularly the very brief explanation for why they want Tate gone. And let's also remember all the bullshit propaganda that exists, such as the modern feminism, which is absolutely worse if you actually look into it. And also the whole thing about genders changing and you coming out as a ball and you coming out as a grass or whatever. It doesn't exist. It's not real. It's biologically false, but it seems good to them, so they want you to believe. And the moment you go against it, they don't like it, and now they want to cancel you, which is exactly why Andrew Tate got banned. Reason number 2. Now you and I, and people who watch him, and people who are smart, and men who are on self-improvement, we understand the reality and we understand the truth, which is the reason why we're moving slowly towards Rumble, which is also the reason why we're moving towards Getter, because we understand that at any time these platforms could actually demonetize us, remove us, or even send us off to silence. Also, this video is not sponsored by Getter or Rumble. I just thought that I will give you all a hint to move there in case you make videos that are kind of controversial or dangerous or whatever. I think that would be a way more better platform to be if you want to make videos uncensored, if you want to make videos that are spreading truth related to what Hamza, Sneako, and Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate have been saying, because that's actually the reality of the world. Most of these influencers, most of these YouTubers will tell you things which are politically correct, but reality based it's not. And they do it for a very particular reason, because they don't want to be banned and they don't want to be cancelled. And I can sort of understand why they do that, because that's their main source of income. But at the same time, you're just destroying lives of others, and I don't see the reason why that would be a great sacrifice to make. You're making yourself richer, you're making yourself feel better at the cost of lives of others, which I don't see the reason would be. I don't see why it's good. And that's the reason why I respect the Tates so much, because they've put it all on the line. They've put their reputation on the line. They've put their own lives on the line to make sure that other men excel. And it's just a great thing to see. This is an internet revolution, and we're all a part of this. It's not just the Tates. They're leading this revolution, but we're all a big part of this. And I will tell you guys an interesting thing. I actually run an Instagram account. I have 26,000 followers. 96% of my audience is men, 4% is females. And I teach people about human psychology. Sometimes I give very valuable advice. I always read research-based documents before I say anything. I have went through endless articles to make sure that I give the correct information. Especially now, anything that I say, anything that I post, I make sure that it's 100% correct in all terms, even when it comes to empirical evidence. Like, I just make sure it's correct. But Instagram still removes most of my posts, shadow bans my stories, and make sure that my account doesn't get engagement. And they do it for the reason, particularly because I'm saying the things which are going to improve people's lives. Why wouldn't you want to learn about human psychology? It's going to help you get socially better. It's going to help you get socially accepted. It's going to help you engage with people more, understand yourself more. Like, why is it bad? But they continue to remove my posts. They even gave me a termination, I think it's called a termination report or something. What it basically means is that if I post anything which they don't like, they will terminate my account, and anything that I've worked on since the start of this account will be gone. Just from a few seconds of like a report or whatever, all of my things that I've worked on for years will be gone. And I don't really see how that's fair, considering the fact that other people are posting worse things on Instagram. Like, I don't even want to tell you what they post. But there's literally people saying that give 3-year-olds sexual therapy, tell them about genders, and tell them about abortion, and tell them about all this shit which they don't need to know. That's better. And what I'm saying, what I'm teaching to adults is worse. It doesn't make sense to me. So when I think about my situation and I compare to the situation with the Tates, it makes sense, because they want you to tell things which they are going to accept, which they want to promote. But the moment you say something which is bad, the moment you portray your opinions, they will remove you and they will silence you. But thanks to God, there are platforms which actually don't stop you from saying your opinions out loud, which respect you for freedom of speech, such as Rumble and Getter. And I think that if you want to say things like the ones that Tate and Hamza and everybody else has been saying, then it's best that you move to such platforms. I myself, I've created my own accounts, and I'm going to be there soon. And I think it's all for the best. Once again, it's important to remember that this is our movement, and even if the Tates are gone permanently from all platforms, which is impossible and will probably never happen, we must remember all the things that they have taught us, and we must be very smart with it. We must be very respectful, we must be very polite, and we must carry out each one of our operations very respectfully. Now that we know what it means for us, let's talk about what we can do to help the Tates. So if you have Rumble or if you have Getter, I suggest that you guys go there and subscribe to them. You watch their live streams, you like their tweets or whatever. This way, this will help them to get more engagement and they will remain at the top of the algorithm. I think this is the best way we can support them right now. Another thing that you can do is make Instagram posters and spread the positive message. You can also make YouTube posters just like I am making right now. You can also make TikToks, but just make sure that everything that you say, it's accurate. Don't say anything which is not true. Don't accuse them of anything which they never said or did. And make sure that you're very respectful. Just because somebody's sending you hate or them hate, it doesn't mean that you need to be bitter to them or that you need to insult them. Just be very respectful and very polite, and if they continue to disrespect you, just move on. Don't talk to them, get away from them. I think if you do both of these things, you will be able to help them, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I use my own Instagram platform to make sure that I spread the positive message. I oftentimes get a lot of comments from people insulting Tate, and I give them a very positive point of view. Most of the times they agree with me, and I'm able to successfully alter their mind, and I'm able to alter their opinions on Tate. But sometimes I'm just not able to do that, and I just let it be. I just let it be. At the end of the day, they have helped us a lot. The best that we can do is help them back. Do 2 of these things and you're set. Once again, guys, I am really grateful if you watched this video until now. And I'm really grateful to the Tates for all of their huge sacrifices they've made for the platform and for us. And I'm really grateful for all the other YouTubers as well, such as Hamza, Sneako, First Man, and if there's anybody else. And once again, I suggest you to stick through, and I suggest that you all continue to work on yourself as much as you can. And don't believe anything else, but do your own research. And have a wonderful day.